Welcome, Aries, to your oracle reading. And for you this week, I pulled number 6, Snake, as your medicine card. 6 is the number for relationships. And relationships doesn't necessarily mean just with a romantic partner. This could be with family and friends. And with the holidays coming up, themes around relationships are definitely going to be important around family and friends, as well as your relationship to the universe or even to yourself. And snake medicine is transmutation, which is one of the highest forms of mystic transformation that exists. Transmutation is a process that most people equate to transforming lead into gold. But in alchemy, it's really about creating the Philosopher's Stone, from going from lead to the Philosopher's Stone, which is an even higher and more desirable state of mind, a state of being, than the golden state. And so this is a week where you're going to attain a new state of mind, a new state of being. It is a deep, deep process within you that you're going to go through, a deep transformation. And if it is challenging, which any type of transformation tends to be challenging, just keep telling yourself this is just a temporary learning experience. When you put the term temporary on it, you know that it's going to have a time limit, that this is not a new state of being. It's not permanent. This transmutation is going to happen this week, so it's not going to be a long, stretched out experience over months, days, or years. It's going to be, well, it's going to be days, but months or years. It's going to be pretty concise. So know that this is just temporary. This is not your new normal. This is not a new state of being that you're going to have to get used to. It will be, the result will be a new state of being, but it will be a better state of being. And that is the other thing, is when you label things as a learning experience, it transforms how you look at it. Now, everyone fails from time to time. That is a natural process of learning. There's very few people who get things right on the very first try without knowing what they're doing. Most often we fail, or we have to ask for help in order to do something. So again, just like temporary, labeling things a learning experience transforms how you view it. It changes it from a challenge or an obstacle, something blocking your path, a stumbling block, to something that's more like a ladder, something that's going to actually benefit you in the long term, because experience always benefits you. The next time you encounter a similar situation, you'll be able to apply your experience. Or if someone you know goes through to similar circumstances, you can apply your experience to their situation and help them. So learning experiences are extraordinarily valuable. In fact, I believe having experiences just in general that make us unique individuals is one of the purposes of life, and I wrote a book about it. You can check that out in the description box below. I always include a link to it. Either way, for your mineral companion, we have this beautiful piece of ancestralite. You can't really see it too well, but it's a silver and dark reddish color. And this is a root chakra stones that invokes the ancestors. So this is a week to get in contact with the ancestors. And when you don't do this directly, it is something that is very subtle. My favorite ritual for contacting the ancestors is to light a candle in their honor. And then after a period of time, it could be hours, whatever it is that you want to do, and just do it in a safe manner, because candles have a tendency of burning things. So make sure it's under your supervision. But when you're ready, when you blow it out, watch the direction that the smoke goes. If the direction goes to the east, then you know that the idea or the question exists in the land of imagination, of ideas, the realm where things, inspiration takes hold. Now, if it goes to the south, that means that you need to take action towards the question that you've asked. So if, for example, if you ask, does so-and-so like me? Then you know that it's time to take action on the earth realm. Maybe ask them if they want to date you, that sort of thing. Now, if the smoke goes to the west, then that means that it's in the process of manifestation. It means it's in the hands of spirit. Spirit is processing things, making it manifest, and that can take a certain amount of time. Depending on what you're asking for, it may take longer or shorter periods of time. And if the smoke goes to the north, you can know that it's already manifested, that the results that you've already experienced are the result of the manifestation, that is as good as it's going to get in that process, in that particular question. So that is one of the ways that I work with the ancestors. Now, for your advice card, I pulled number 5, the Beloved. Now, 5 is the number for change. And it's really interesting because I'm recording this and it's at 5 minutes. It'd probably be a little bit different for you, but the beloved represents love. So I don't think this is necessarily romantic love, although you may have a huge week for romantic love. You may have a huge week for familial or friendship love as well. But I feel that the beloved is really the beloved of spirit this week because you are transmuting. And transmutation is one of the highest forms of transformation in the mystic path. And so this is a week where you feel as though you are the beloved, that you are loved, that you know that you are cared for, that you know that you are adored by spirit and by your soul family and by all that is, whatever you aspire to when it comes to the ultimate creator, whatever name you like to give, that you are the beloved, that you are the one that is loved and adored, and that you embody that energy because you have been chosen to be here, to become a unique individual, that you've been chosen to eventually, according to Edgar Cayce, become a companion of the Creator. And as such, you are the beloved, you are the loved one of creation. Creation exists to facilitate your transformation into a different form, into much more of a fuller, wholer being that you will, more wholesome being that you are becoming this week, thanks to this transmutation. Now, for your clarifying card, I pulled number 29, Ta'alm the Poet. And 29 breaks down to 11, which is a number for synchronicity. So pay attention to little signs and details this week that indicate that you are on the right path, because you're going to receive them. Whether that's a feather in your driveway when you're thinking of a loved one that passed, or the number 1111 on the clock as you're just going about your day. Little signs and synchronicities will help point you towards the path that you are meant to take and signal that you are on the correct path. Now, Ta'alm the Poet represents poetry. It represents introspection. It represents this beautiful state of mind where you are contemplative and deeply connected to everything around you. So this is a week where you are deeply connected to spirit. You are going through a major transformation, a transmutation that is going to change the way that you look at the world. And you are deeply supported by spirit in this time. So it's a wonderful week for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and check out your rising and moon sign videos as well, so you get even more perspective on your week. Don't forget to hit the like button so others can find this video, and subscribe so that you don't miss next week's oracle. Bye for now.